you could never expect the kind of tips that are in this video. We're about to change your life because in this video, I put all of my years of experience into one concrete video. If you watch this video till the end, I guarantee that you are going to blow your mind. This video has helped me so much, yet I see none of these tips online at all. And that's why my mission is to make this channel the #1 future-focused study community. If you want to be part of something that is bigger than yourself so that you can also be part of students that aren't left behind in the dust when it comes to all of the different revolutions that is happening, then make sure to subscribe and follow me so that you can follow along with my recent update. Let's get straight into it. #1, learning theory. You will watch hundreds of thousands of study motivation videos, and I'm going to tell you something. Active recall, the Pomodoro method, the Feynman method, all of these things do work. But if you want to go from 80% to actually getting 100%, being technically flawless, I need you to understand a few things. If you want to be able to retain information, very specific information that nobody could even think about memorizing, and you're able to memorize that, having like photographic memory, you need to study learning theory. And you might think, Alina, what the hell is learning theory and how the hell am I actually supposed to understand this? I am going to provide free ebooks. You heard me right, free of cost, no money, no obligation, nothing. It's going to be free of cost. It's going to be in the description. That's how much I actually want you to read them. What I want you to do is I want you to go to my description and I want you to download the ebooks. They're completely free. And I want you to read every single one of them back to front, take notes on them. Don't watch study videos. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest. If you're watching hundreds of study videos and they're all saying the same thing, how are you going to get any unique substance out of those videos? Learning theory is just how the brain works, and that's the same for everyone. Your brain is not different for every single person. You need to personalize it based on what type of learner you are. That's also the second part of this. Study learning theory and also study what kind of learners people are and how that's kind of shaped what their method is for studying. You can't study in the same way as everyone else if you're a different kind of learner. There's auditory learners, there's visual learners, there's learners that learn from teaching, there's learners that learn from doing and creating, and there's learners that learn from movement. There's so many different types of learners, but it's not really talked about often on social media. It's not a thing. It is a thing. It's a very legitimate thing, and we should be studying in a way that matches our learner type. Check the description for exactly how to do. Next, understand your competition. I'm going to be honest, in today's day, people's backs by the time that they are 30 and 40 are genuinely going to be breaking because of their posture. They have not learned how to be sustainably successful. They have not learned how to chase validation other than from social media. They do not know what kind of success that they can obtain if they just don't follow the escape the matrix kind of advice. If you see somebody's feed that's full of Andrew Tate and Alex Hormozy and Imam Ghazi, these are amazing people, but at the end of the day, if you're consuming short snippets of their generic advice that are claiming that they are going to make you a millionaire within 6 months, I think we don't even need to elaborate on the fact that this is already very negative. It's kind of steering in a very negative direction because you're kind of offering something that's unreasonable, that won't happen. Success takes time, and I think understanding that your competition is somebody that obviously does not want delayed gratification. They want immediate gratification. They want to just change their life within 6 months, but that's not what happens. Slow progress, it's gradual progress. Success is cumulative. You need to have a good foundation, a good base, and just work on it every single day to get to a different level. You cannot be just expecting that you're going to change your life in 6 months. That doesn't happen. You need to also have the wisdom to be able to maintain these things. Listen, I totally understand. Doom scrolling is very tempting, but what has it ever gotten you other than dark circles, a headache, bad mental health, attention span issues? Tell me, what kind of measurable things has social media given you other than these things? If you really think social media gives you this much value, go to YouTube. Find good YouTube channels that are full length for that first, like a set amount of time. You actually have to sit there and listen to the entire story instead of just listening to like two seconds, 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Like, it's genuinely insane. How are we consuming motivation in short snippets? How are we consuming advice about wanting delayed gratification, thinking long term, but then that advice also is 30 seconds so that people can actually listen to it? You know what I mean? It doesn't really make any sense. How are you gonna know the entirety of somebody's advice if you're only watching a small segment of it? It makes no sense. This is something that I genuinely learned the hard way, like the very, very hard way. Like, take breaks, breathe air, go outside and just enjoy yourself and be very peaceful and have some sort of grounding that comes to you spiritually, because we as students are playing a long game, a very long game. It's very easy to have burnout. It is very easy to feel demotivated because of how demanding this is as something to do. You need to put in so much effort and then you get results right at the end. Obviously, ground yourself, do things that make you happy so that you actually feel satisfied enough to go forward with your goals and just keep on progressing day by day. Definitely do that kind of thing. Don't try to make yourself depressed. Don't think that the achievement is only the thing that matters. Think about the process and enjoy the process, and enjoy the fact that you're going to become somebody that gets to achieve that. You don't just become that kind of person. You genuinely have to stop wanting it to get it. And the reason that this entire quote of you need to change yourself, and by that time, that when you're about to reach this goal, you have to change yourself. And then once you've gotten to that point where you're a different person, then you will get the goal, but then you'll completely change yourself by that point. I completely disagree with that at that point, but then now I kind of realize that that's not really true, because yes, you do have to change yourself and you have to develop yourself, but at the end of the day, that's a good thing. You're building